What's up, YouTube? Saint Vape here, and this is my first video ever. Uh, I'm here today to talk to you about electronic cigarettes and my whole introduction and journey into the entire world of electronic cigarettes. A little bit about myself. I have been smoking regular cigarettes for the past 6 years, around there, and I've several years I've made the New Year's resolution to quit smoking, and it just never really happened. I tried cold turkey, that didn't work. I didn't really want to try the gum or the patches. That's just no. Um, and so a few years ago I did try the electronic cigarettes, but it was the blue electronic cigarettes, and they were okay. I think they only had like 6, 7 flavors when I tried it, and it just didn't really work for me back then. But now, it's a whole different story because now I'm really committed to it. It's something I really wanted to do, and so that's pretty much what I've done. Um, so I started out, right after Christmas, really looking into electronic cigarettes and all that kind of stuff, and eventually just went down to the local e-cigarette store. It's right down the road, and talk to them about getting a little starter kit where I could test out different things. Uh, and what they got me set up with was this right here, which is a 1,000 milliamp E-Cig twist style e-cigarette. They are rebranded though, and probably cost me a little bit more than what I could have paid online. But I did get the benefit of getting to try it in the store and all that kind of stuff. But they sent me up with 2 batteries. I'm trying to find my. There it is. 2 batteries, the carto tank, and a tip. And they also gave me a bottle of e-juice. The first bottle that they gave me, it was a 24 milligram nicotine blend. And it was just way too harsh for me. I know some of you perfectly fine with 24 milligrams, but for me it was just way too harsh. Maybe it was the PG-VG ratio was off. But went back the next day, told them about my problem, and they gave me a whole new bottle for free. Didn't no questions asked really, which made it pretty cool. And the place I went to is called E-Cig, and it's right here in Austin. And the flavor they gave me, they said it would taste kind of like the Camel Lights that I've been smoking for the past couple of years, but it didn't taste, no, not even close. But it was okay. It doesn't taste like a Camel Light or any other kind of cigarette, but it tasted good though. Once I dropped the nicotine level down, cut it in half basically. And so a couple days later, once I started trying to get more into or vaping more than smoking, I went back for 2 other flavors, just to try those out, and I picked out Gandalf the Grey, which is like a chocolate tobacco kind of flavor, pretty good. And I also picked up where is it at? Bayou Blast, which tastes like a hurricane from New Orleans and Mardi Gras and all that kind of fun stuff. And they were, I'd rather be smoking them than the tobacco flavor. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tobacco is decent, and I'd always go back to it every once in a while just to get a little bit of a break from the other flavors. But it's a pretty cool little store. They have a lot of good stuff. Like some of the mods and batteries and stuff like that, they're a little overpriced. Actually, really overpriced. So I probably won't be buying any more, batteries or tanks, or maybe a tank or a tip, maybe here and there, if I really need it. But other than that, juices come out decent for in my opinion. I haven't really tried a whole bunch of different kinds. But I have picked up quite a few. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 6 now since this one's empty. Flavors. And the other 2 that I picked up a couple days ago, one of them is this Flavor X. Ooh. It's kind of closer to a clove cigarette, so it took me a little while to get used to it. But it's pretty good now that I am kind of used to it. But the other flavor, my favorite one so far, is this black honey tobacco flavor, and just delicious. I should definitely be getting a bigger bottle next time I go in. But then I went to a different store that was over at the mall, and their brand of e-liquid is called Vapor Candy, and it comes in this cool little box, and it has the name and milligram level on the box, which is pretty cool. And here's the bottle. They come with the dull needle dripper, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Whereas the E-Cig bottles just have your regular plastic drip tip. But I ended up going back again and picking up a second cartomizer and this little skull tip, which I thought was pretty cool. And but yeah, so of course got the whole case, charger, stuff like that. But that's why I'm here, to get into this electronic cigarette world and kind of have you guys join me and follow me through this journey. As I've only been doing this for a little bit less than 2 weeks, I can say that I haven't smoked an actual cigarette in about 3 to 4 days now, and I'm quite proud of that. I have felt a noticeable change in my lungs and just my overall health in general. I'm breathing easier. I still have the smoker cough, but it's as I'm coughing, stuff's actually coming out, so it's clearing my lungs out now. And I feel like I have more energy and just revitalized compared to when I was smoking just regular cigarettes. But if you're someone that is thinking about getting into electronic cigarettes, or you just started to, or even if you're a veteran and you've been doing this for years and you have a whole bunch of different batteries and tanks and mods and all this other stuff, I want this to be for everybody. So please join me on this journey. And I put an order in today from the Vapor Room and got one of their little 10 sample pack deals. So it's 10 3 milliliter sample bottles, and I've got 10 different flavors coming in from that. And I also, being a first-time customer, got a free 15 milliliter bottle, and with every order you get a free 3 milliliter sample anyways. So altogether that's 12 flavors, and I can't wait for that to come in. I know it's gonna, I'm gonna have to get them in and let them steep and let the flavors mingle, but I've still got 6 flavors here that I can vape until those are ready. And I'm excited. This is something that's I've really started to dig myself into and get serious about. So even if you're someone that's not really considering it, it's something you should consider, and make yourself healthier so you don't smell bad, and your clothes don't smell bad, your house or apartment doesn't smell bad, your car won't smell bad, all that stuff. It'll make you feel better, feel healthier. Sure, it's not the best way to quit smoking cigarettes, but it's a damn good one. So yeah, if you're a veteran, please help me out. If you're new, join me on this journey. I'm here, trying to make myself better and also maybe try and help. If I help one person through any of this, then that's fantastic. That's all I'm looking for. And so please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down there. Um, and just when I get the new flavors, I'll post new videos to review those flavors and kind of let you know what I think. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest with it. I'll give you my opinion of each flavor, and and I'll also just kind of but be honest about it. It's like, okay, so like I have the chocolate banana right here. When I do a review on this one, I will tell you what I think about it, and if you can actually taste each flavor, how much of each flavor you taste, and whether or not I think it's good. And of course, your opinion is going to be different, and that's perfectly fine with me. Um, but I'll really tell you if it's just absolutely terrible and you just don't want it. But yes, please join me on this journey, and I will see you guys next time. Happy vaping.